Hello everyone, welcome to Miss Lee's class. Today we're going to learn how to find the volume of a prism. Before we start, I want to go over the definition of a prism. A prism is a solid object with identical ends. Ends mean bottom and the top. For example, if you see this triangular prism, so this is sideways, so bottom and the top is over here, right? So bottom and the top. It has the same bottom and the top, same ends, right? So this is a triangular prism. And next, square prism. The bottom is a square and the top is a square. So we call it a square prism. Pentagonal prism. Bottom and the top. The top is the pentagon, the bottom is the pentagon. They have identical bottom and the top. So it's a pentagonal prism. Rectangular prism. Rectangle bottom, rectangle top. We call it a rectangular prism. Okay, so depending on the shape of the bottom and the top, shape of the end, we call it triangle, triangular prism, square prism, pentagonal prism, rectangular prism. This one, bottom and the top is a hexagon. So we call it hexagonal prism. If it is an octagon, we call it octagonal prism. So to figure out if it is a prism or not, you have to check if it has the same identical ends. Okay? And pyramid. What are pyramids, everyone? A pyramid is a solid object where the sides are triangles which meet at the top. The base is a polygon, a flat shape with a straight sides. Polygon is a flat shape with a straight sides. Okay, so for example, a cone or circular pyramid has a circular bottom, and well, the sides are not triangle, but we call it a pyramid because it has a pointy top. So to become a pyramid, it should have a pointy top. All right. So it has a circle as a bottom and pointy top. Triangular prism, a triangular pyramid, has a triangular bottom and pointy top. And the sides are triangle, right? And rectangular pyramid, it has a pointy top and the bottom is a rectangle. And the sides are triangles, okay? So the only shape that does not have triangular sides is a cone. Here, cone, circular pyramid, a cone, okay? So pentagonal pyramid, the bottom is the pentagon and has pointy top and triangle sides. Alright everyone, do you guys see the difference between prism and pyramid? And we're not learning the volume of a pyramid, we're only going to learn the volume of a prism. Okay, so remember in grade 9, grade 8, so we're only learning the volume of a prism. Okay, let's go back to 3.2 lesson note. Okay, look at the warm-up question. So volume is measured in cubes or cubic unit. So here, how many cubes are used in this rectangular prism here? So look at this. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 cubes in the length. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 cubes in the width. So in total, 60 cubes. Okay, so 60 cubes used in the first layer. So here. Then we're going to find how many cubes are used in this rectangular prism. So how many layers do we have here? We have 4 layers. So we have 4 of 60. So first layer, we have 60 cubes. Second layer, 60, 60, and 60. So we can just simply multiply 60 times 4. So in total, 240 cubes, right? So to find out how many cubes are used in this rectangle, we can just simply multiply 10 times 6 times 4. So what you do is find the number of cubes in the first layer and find the number of layers, right? So finding volume is the same. So we're just going to find the number of cubes used in the rectangular prism. Okay, look at this. So here, so we're going to find how many 1 centimeter cubes. So 1 centimeter cubes are like one dimension is 1 by 1 by 1. So we're going to find out how many 1 centimeter cubes would you need to build the solid box. Here, so let's think about the first layer. So we have 6 centimeter and 5 centimeter. And there are 30, because it's a 1 centimeter cubes. So there are 30, 6 times 5 is 30 cubes in the first layer. And this is a 3 centimeters, so we have 3 layers. So in total, 30 times 3. So 30 times 3 centimeters, 30 times 3. In total, 90 cubes in the solid box. So the unit should be cubes because you're multiplying centimeter 3 times. 6 centimeter times 5 centimeter times 3 centimeter. So you're multiplying centimeter 3 times. So it's centimeter, cube centimeter. All right. So make the general formula for volume of a rectangular prism. So to find the volume, we can just simply find the base layer, which is length times the width times the height. Okay? So L times W times H is the volume. So to find the volume, L times W times H. So L times W, this is called the base layer. Base area. Okay, so find the base area first and multiply the height. Okay, so here's the summary. Volume equals the number of cubes in one layer, and the base layer times the number of layers. It's basically the area of the base area, times the height. So this is the formula for the prism, volume of a prism, okay? So this is true for all rectangular prism, okay? So remember this, volume is base area times the height. L times W is the base area. Okay, let's move on. The area of the base of a fish tank is 2013. The height of the tank is 30 centimeters. Find the volume of the fish tank. So 2013. So this is the base area. Base area times the height is the volume. Okay? So remember, volume of a prism is base area times the height. Okay? So base area is 2013 times 2013 square centimeter times the height, 30 centimeter. Okay, so let's use your calculator to find the answer. So if you put this into your calculator, so you will get 60,390 cubic centimeter. Okay, let's move on to example 2. A deck of 54 cards fit in a box shaped like a rectangular prism. So let's draw a rectangular prism. So this is the box for the deck of 54 cards, and the box has dimension 6.5 and 9 centimeter and 1.6 centimeter. So what is the volume of the box? Give the answer to the nearest cubic centimeter. So I want you to pause the video, think about how you can find the volume, alright? Okay, let's go over it together. So first, we have to find the base area. So how do you find the base area? The base area is 6.5 times 6.5 centimeter times 9 centimeter. So this is the base area. And then we have to multiply the height. The height is 1.6 centimeter. So the volume is basically 6.5 centimeter times 9 centimeter times 1.6 centimeter. So let's use your calculator to find the answer. 6.5 times 9 times 1.6. 93.6. So 93.6 cubic centimeter, because you're multiplying centimeter 3 times, right? Okay, so give the answer to the nearest cubic centimeter. So we're going to round it. So the answer will be rounded up because you have 6, you round up. 94 cubic centimeter will be the answer. Okay, when you find the volume of a rectangular prism, doesn't matter which face you use as the base. Okay, what do you think? So let's think about it, everyone. I want you to go back to this question. So we just assume that this part as the base. Is that right? So if you consider the yellow part as the base, the answer will be, to find the volume, the answer will be 6 times 5, find the base area, times the height. The height is 3 centimeter, right? So 6 times 5 times 3 will be the expression for the volume. Then what if we consider this front side as the bottom? Okay, then let's see what's going to be the expression. Okay, then if you think the blue part as a bottom, then this is a 6 centimeter, and this is 3 centimeter, and this is 5 centimeter. Is that right? So we're going to find the area, the base area, which is 6 times 3, and the height is 5 centimeter, times it by 5. Let's compare the answer. So what's 6 times 5? 30. 30 times 3, that is 90. What's 6 times 3? 18. 18 times 5. So if you cannot do mental math, use your calculator. So 18 times 5 is 90. It doesn't really matter which side, which face you consider as the bottom, as the base. You will get the same answer. Is that right, everyone? Because in multiplication, the order of the number does not really matter. So the first equation, 6 comes first, 5 comes next, and 3 comes next. And the second equation, 6 comes first, and 3 comes next, and 5 comes next. The order of the number does not really matter when you multiply, right? So remember, 2 times 5 is 10, and 5 times 2 is also 10. So the order does not really matter. So if you consider the blue part as the bottom, so we just switch the order. That's it. The calculation, the result, will be the same. The answer will be the same. So we say no it doesn't. In multiplication, the order of the number does not matter. Doesn't change the result. Okay, everyone, let's move on. Now we're going to find the volume of a right triangular prism. So everyone, we learned this is a triangular prism because when we consider this as a bottom and the top are the same. They are identical triangles. Okay, so this is a triangular prism. And we're going to learn how to find the area of a volume of a triangular prism. Okay, so before we start, let's go over the area of triangle. So do you guys remember how to find the area of a triangle? So we always need to find the base times the height and divide by 2. So the area is base times the height divided by 2. So this is the area of a triangle. Okay, so everyone, do you remember? So the prism, to find the volume of a prism, we find the base area times the height. So for rectangular prism, what we did is we found the base area times the height. We found the base area times the height. So this applies to the triangular prism as well. Actually, all the prism. So we just need to find the base area and times it by the height. So what we're going to do is we're going to find the base area, which is the area of the triangle, and times the length, times the height. Okay? So let's find the base area. How do you find the area of the triangle? So base length and times the height divided by 2. So base area will be, so base area times the length. We're just gonna call this length because we consider this as a height of the triangle. So base area times the length. This is actually the height of the triangular prism. So base area. So 4 times 7 divided by 2 times by 1. So this is the volume of the triangular prism. Okay? Okay, let's calculate it. 4 times 7, 28 divided by 2 times by 1. Then 28 divided by 2 is 14 times by 1. And that is 14 cubic centimeter. So don't forget to put the unit. Since you're multiplying centimeter 3 times, the unit should be cubic centimeter. Alright, next. Again, we're going to find the base area times the height. Okay? So base area, volume is the base area times the length here. Okay, so let's find the base area. So this is a triangle, and from here to here is 45, and here to here is 60. So the base area will be 45 times 60 divided by 2. And this is the height. The length is 7.5. Okay? And now you're going to put this into your calculator to find the answer. So let's do it together. 45 times 60 divided by 2. So this is the base area times by 7.5. 10,125. cubic centimeter. Alright? So this is the answer. Okay. Discussion. Any face can be used as the base of a rectangular prism. So we learned this. And can any face be used as the base of a triangular prism? Explain. Okay, everyone. So look at the triangular prism. So we used this as the base, as the bottom. Then can you actually use this as the bottom? What do you think? If we use this as the bottom, where is the identical top? To become a prism, there should be identical top and bottom. So if this is the bottom, where is the identical top? Is this the identical top? They're not facing each other, right? They're not facing each other. So we cannot say this is a top. So to become a prism, there should be identical top and bottom facing each other. So this is not facing this one, and they're not even identical because this length is greater than this length. Or what about this one? Same thing. This one and this one, they look similar, but they are not identical. So we cannot consider this as the bottom. Okay? So we should consider the triangle as the bottom. And there should be, to become a bottom, there should be identical top facing the bottom. Make sense? So we say no. Only triangles can be used as the base. Alright, next, volume of a cylinder. Okay, everyone, to find the volume of a cylinder, so cylinder is also a prism. So cylinder has circular base and the top and bottom. So formula for the volume is the same, base area times the height. Okay, so base area times the height and the area of the base. So you have to remember the formula. So the area of the base is pi times r square, radius square. Okay, so this is the area of the base, and you find the height and multiply the base by the height. Okay, all right. Remember, always volume of a prism is base area times the height. So base area, here, let's use the formula r equals 10. So the number 1, number 2, which one do you think can contain more water in it? Which one has bigger volume? So we're going to find the answer. Number 1, r is 10. Then the base area, remember the formula, base area is pi r squared. Okay? So pi times r squared. This is the base area times the height, which is 7. So this is the volume. Number 2, r is 8. Then pi times r squared, which is 8 squared, times 11. Okay, so this is the volume for the second cylinder. Okay, so let's put this into a calculator. So pi times 10 squared times 7, and pi times 8 squared times 11. Okay, so let's compare the number. The first cylinder is 2,199. The second cylinder is 2,211. So which one is greater? The second cylinder, right? So I want you to write down the numbers and say it's a second cylinder. About okay, so this one is greater. Example 5. Engineers Rob and Kyla have designed rectangular culvert to carry water under a new highway. They estimated the distance under the highway is 45 meters. Determine the volume of a concrete they need to make the required number of culvert pieces. Give your answer to the next highest tenth of cubic meters. All right, everyone. So look at this. We're going to find the volume of this shape. If you look at the shape, this is a rectangular prism, like more like square prism, right? So it has a square bottom, and the height is 15. And inside of it, it has a hole. What we're going to do is we're going to find the volume of the rectangular prism and find the volume of the hole. The volume of the hole is a cylinder. Find the volume of the cylinder, and we're going to subtract. Okay? And it says it's 45 meter. The highway is 45 meter. So here, this is a 15. So 45 meter. So 15 goes into 45 how many times? 3 times. So we need this 3 of this, right? Okay, so let's find the rectangular prism first. So I'm gonna redraw the rectangular prism, volume of the rectangular prism. And we know the bottom 2 meter, and the height is 15 meter. And we're going to subtract the volume of the cylinder. And the cylinder has a diameter 1 meter and the height is 15 meter. Okay? Okay, and since we need 3 of them, we're going to find this, multiply this by 3. Okay, so the base area, base times the length times the width times the height is the volume of the rectangular prism minus, so everyone, the diameter is 1 meter. Then what is the radius? The radius is half of the diameter. So diameter is 1 meter, then the radius is 0.5 meter. Okay? So r squared pi times the height. So remember, area of a circle is r squared pi. 0.5 squared pi times the height, which is 15. And we need 3 of them. So we're going to multiply this by 3. Okay, now we're going to use the calculator to solve the problem. So 2 times 2 times 2 times 15 minus 0.5 squared pi times 15. So this is the volume of one culvert, and we need times this by 3 because we need 3 of them. Okay? Then the answer is 144.65. The next highest to 10th of a cubic meter, so tenth is a 6. So we're going to round it up. We have 5, we're going to round it up. So it's 144.7. That is 144.7 cubic meter. Alright, so everyone, that is it for today. So it was a pretty long lesson. So now you guys may start doing your homework. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye-bye.